When is the drop-off coming? Before the Shamrocks game and after the Shamrocks game, a lot of thoughts has been going in my mind. When is the drop-off coming? Because obviously we have been on red hot form. In our last 10 matches, we have been unbeaten. We have only drew once and we have won 9 matches. Against Shamrocks Rovers made it 8 matches straight winning. And I don't know the last time that we had an 8 matches straight winning 8 matches in a row. It's been long. Chelsea has been on a very, very good form. We are currently second in the league. I'll be taking on Everton at the Goodison Park, and what will look like their last Chelsea-Everton game at the Goodison Park. I think after this season, they are moving into a new stadium. You get me? And I think this match is going through my mind. When is the drop-off coming? Because against Everton, we don't have the best form, especially at their home. The last 7 times we have played Everton, we have only won once. And I think we have gotten 2 draws and they have won the rest. Obviously, and I have checked the total times we have played at Goodison Park 34 times in our history. And we have won 12 times. And Everton has won 13 times in general. And in the last 7, we have managed to get only 1 win. That shows you how much of a boogie team this Goodison Park is. We don't like traveling to this side. But yeah. But first of all, before we dive into everything, welcome back to the channel. This is Papi Knows Football. First of all, you know what to do when you get into the video. You like. It helps the algorithm. It helps the algorithm that I'm doing something right here, obviously. And at the end of the video, you like what I'm doing and you want to support the channel, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers. You get me? So yeah, this is the Chelsea versus Everton preview. Obviously, this is going to be a very, very tough match. This match is going to see us go top of the table before Liverpool and Tottenham plays. I'm kind of a little bit hoping, okay, Tottenham does their thing and we kind of stays in the table for a while. You get me? Even if we top the table, I'm still going to tell you that we are not in the title race. And I'm looking at our team and I'm very, very convinced. I'm like, this team is going to do something great. But at the same time, I'm like, when is the drop off coming? Like I said in the beginning of this video, when is the drop off coming? Because I'm actually expecting it. Like this feels like if it feels like a breach in the matrix. What happened 2 months ago? Preseason, we are rubbish. Celtic, we are putting on a spliff 4-2. What happened? And obviously, I'm not trying to like downplay it, but being where we were for the past 2 seasons, you get me? Like you cannot fault me. I'll be really, really happy if we go all the way with this form. And like I've obviously said in some of my videos, I've said in our next run of game to like Manchester City, I'm expecting us to win. And I've said I've moved the goalposts to us beating Manchester City. And I'm like, when is the drop off? We have seen City, Liverpool. We don't have a little bit of drop off during their last 2 matches against Newcastle and against Everton. Not Everton actually, against Fulham. Yeah. The match against Everton was moved because of storm and stuff. You get me? And we have seen this Everton team. We are not the best when it goes to playing them. Obviously, we have players like Makukwela who will be out. I think Pedro Neto returns from a ban. If you're asking why Makukwela will be out, is because he had a red card against Brentford. If you don't know, but if you know, you know. You get me? He will be out because he have a red card against Brentford. But here, let me do the usual and give you our Chelsea form. You get me? In the last 10 matches, Chelsea has 9 wins. We just 1 drew in all competition. And we have been unbeaten. Not just unbeaten, we have had 5 wins in a row in the Premier League. I don't remember the last time we had such form. And we have the best away form in the league. And that is where I'm like, I think we are first in the away form, in the away league table. And we are second in the league, obviously. We can win, we can go to first if we win. I get me. And in our last meeting that we played Everton at the Stamford Bridge, obviously, we trashed them 2-0. But we went to Goodison Park last season, which was, earlier form of the season, where we are not all that good. I think we lost 2-0 at the Goodison Park. We have a very terrible form out there, like I've already said. 1 win in our last 7. And like I said, we have won 12 times in a 34 matches played at the Goodison Park. We have played 34 times at the Goodison Park. In all comps, we have only won 34. We have only won 12. Yeah. And, Everton win 13 and the rest is draw. Yeah. So it's like a very, very hostile ground to go. And we are expecting the Sean Dyche ball. We saw how they sat back. They sat back against Arsenal. When you talk about set piece, Sean Dyche is the real set piece merchant. And that's why you see Arsenal went to them. They couldn't do shit. This team is a team that is going to sit down. I'm not talking about mid-low block. They are going to be on a low block. And obviously, we have played some few low block teams. Against Crystal Palace, we struggled. Against Nottingham Forest, we struggled. And that is my headache going into this match. I'm like, fuck, what are we going to do? Can we break these lines? Can we have the players that could, create spaces? Because one thing I know about this Everton team is they are going to be compact. In as much as they are not good in scoring, I think they have the worst scoring form in the league. They have scored 14 goals in 15 matches. They are sitting 15th place in the table from 15 matches. That's like they are tallying 1 point per game. They are a rubbish team. But you can't like Everton is Premier League heritage, Bakri heritage. Like when I remember Everton, not what Everton is of now. I remember the days of David Moyes, where like Everton was like, bro, proper muzzling the whole top 6. There wasn't top 6 at the time. Top 14. They were a problem. And that fear factor. No, I won't say fear factor, but that history is still there. They might be on a very, very rough patch. They have been struggling and surviving relegation for the past 2-3 seasons. You get me? And if we are going to have a drop-off or maybe a reality check, which in a case I don't want, I'm not trying to be negative. You get me? I'm not trying to be negative. I'm confident that our team will have seen us play, and like when we go to teams, I'm like, yeah, damn, we are winning. Against Brentford, I was confident. Against Aston Villa, I was confident that we win. And I'm confident that we win. But I'm just, kind of being cautious. When is the drop-off coming? Because is the drop-off going to come? Definitely is going to come. It might not come because we have a very, very good squad. We have a very good squad. Our players are all rested. All the players that will take part in this game are all rested. If Noni Madueke would take part, he only played for 45 minutes against Shamrock Rovers. He's coming as a sub. Felix might come in as a sub. The whole first team was rested. Maybe Renato Vega plays. We have to see what happens in that wing. James is still out. Yeah, Mudryk still out. Wesley Fofana, Badiou, all still out. I think the whole team is, we play. And now when it comes to playing this team, that is where I go because for the past 3 matches, it has been Enzo Fernandez Casado. And when I want to see what Enzo Moresca will do about this team, Enzo Fernandez Casado. Enzo Fernandez is really, really, really good. He has playing some good line breaking passes, long range. I think when it comes to playing long range passes, looping the ball, he's very, very good at it. And that is, he has been on good form, and I'm expecting him to perform his magic. And I'm like, which midfield will you go? Obviously, Everton is a very, very defensive minded team, and I'm not really, really expecting them to do much. But like, these are my worries. You get me? And we have had some few bare injuries and stuff like that. You get me? With Josh Achampong get some minutes. Like I'm saying, I don't want this to be the drop-off. But like, this is a match I'm like, yeah, even if we not lose, yeah, if we are going to lose, it will be Sanchez. That reminds me, Sanchez. Like I said, I'm not yet sold on that keeper. I'm not, even though our last match he was good. If he's good, I will say he's good. But once he's not good, I will rip him apart. I will rip him apart for sure. And I still believe he's a fraud though. I still believe if he gives me 10 consistent games without no rubbish, like 10 consistent games with like performance against Brentford, performance against Bournemouth, performance, who else? Yeah, I think these two are of the ones I can remember off the top of my head. But 10 consecutive performance like that, I was like, yeah, you are the guy. But apart from that, I'm not yet sold. I think I haven't talked longer. I've talked a lot on this team. That shows you how I'm a little bit worried, but I'm confident I will be going. But let me not, let me not extend the talk much because I have a lot to say. I have a lot of worries. Let's get into this lineup, and I'll give you my scoreline prediction. Here's my lineup. I'm going to be giving you reasons why I picked each and every one of them, starting from Sanchez. If it was up to me, he won't be there. If it was up to me, Sanchez, I ain't putting him there. So Sanchez in goal because the coach wants. Malo Gusto, number at the right wing. I think he has been good in the last two matches. I think he has created some few chances. Something I've complained, I think he has last two matches. I think he has been better. Not like he hasn't been good so far, but he has been better. And obviously James is out, and Josh Achampong literally played in the midweek, so he started. You get me? I'll go into our two central center backs. Tosin didn't really play in the midweek. We saw Disasi, Viega play there. Get me? So I'll be going with Tosin and Levi Colwell. And the left side, we're going with Renato Vega. And this is kind of surprise because I'm waiting to see what Maresca might do, because I'm like, I might go with this team, but I'm like, we might see Casado in 2 and we might see Malogusto in 3. Casado might be at the right back. Malogusto will be at the left back, because Renato Vega played almost the whole game at the Shamrock against what's their name, Shamrock Rovers. And this is what I think will happen. I think because we have seen Malogusto earlier part of the season, he was in the, I think he played there, not him, or was it James? You get me? I think we might equally see that in this match. You get me? And then we have a pivot of Romeo Lavia and Enzo Fernandez, and it kind of frees Enzo Fernandez to go up, and we have more attacking force. Why didn't I think of this when I was making the lineup? I think it's kind of too late. It's kind of too late, but that's what I think will happen. But this is the lineup I have gone with. If you come to the center, my two midfielders, I've gone with Casado and Enzo Fernandez, because they are the best in Chelsea squad. Obviously, Casado has been the best in the league since this year. You can't tell me shit. Best midfielder, best DM in the league this year. Nobody is even close to him. You get me? He has been the best. Maybe because Rodri is out, but his performance has been astounding. 7.5 over, like, back to back. He has been consistent. Let's talk about consistent. From the end of last season, Casado has been on it, bruv. He has been on it. You get me? I'm going to the number 10 row. Landlord. Kupama. Yeah, he's the landlord. Yeah, what do you expect? He's the landlord. He's going to start there. And the right wing side, I think Pedro Neto starts easily. But I think when the team sat low block, we need a player that could dribble. And Manny Madueke kind of sits into the profile. And I understand why Enzo Maresca kind of take him out of the game, because if Pedro Neto is not working, I think Manny Madueke comes in and puts in a good shift. He dribbles and wriggles out into tight spaces, and that is one thing I like about him. One of my favorite Chelsea players at the moment. Maybe he gets in a lot of sticks. People kind of don't want him starting, but obviously in the last 3 games he has been good. His last 3 matches since Aston Villa, I think he has been assisting or scoring in every match. He has been assisting or scoring, so he has been solid. But Pedro Neto kind of edged it a little bit. His work rate has been insane. And at the left wing side, we have the best left winger in the league, Jadon Sancho. You can't tell me shit. I've seen some conversation of left wing back, and someone is saying left winger, and someone is saying Anthony Gordon. Who is that? Anthony Gordon? Anthony who? So Jadon Sancho start there. Very good. We saw him against Tottenham. We saw him against Brentford. Very, very good. Solid player. You get me? And a low block team, and with his ball retention and his dribbling. Woo! And Ashley Young. He's going to screw Ashley Young. Definitely he's going to screw Ashley Young. I love the number 10. We have Nico, the best striker in the league at the moment. I think he has, I've lost count, man. I think he has 12 goal contribution this season. I think 10 goals or 11 goals, 12 or 13. He scored against Brentford, obviously. I think that was his 10th or 11th goal this season. Yeah, he's mad. Jackson, man. And I'd expect him to score. But against a low block side, I think because against low block, I haven't really seen him do much. Against Crystal Palace, did he play well? I can't remember, but definitely I remember against Nottingham Forest. Then high down, it was like under the canopy, like there was a canopy for him there. He didn't move. We didn't see much of him. Get me? and we just have to see what happens. So here's my lineup. So let's get into this scoreline prediction. See, uh, uh, Everton. Everton has a very good defensive record, and they have a very shitty attack, and have a very good attack, and they have a very good defensive record. And we are not really that good when it comes to defense. Even in the Europa Conference League where we dominated, we are not really that good. I think we are second. We should be first, in my opinion. But we play very, very good attacking football that kind of leaves us a little bit vulnerable at the back. Yeah, so I'll go with Chelsea concede. Who will score? Obviously, Amando Broya can play because he's Chelsea he's still on loan from Chelsea. Yeah, I think we'll concede. I think with 2-1, 2-1, 3-1 win. Yeah, 2-1, 3-1 win. And if we go madness, bro, I'll be happy. If we go like the 6-0 the last time we played, I want us to continue the misery the last time where we stopped. We piled it up the last time. I want us to pile it more. You get me? That's not what I'm saying. So yeah, so here's the preview. If you like this is the end of it, make sure you smash the like button. Yeah, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. You go be.